Hello, another video so soon, yeah. Especially after my recent 2 weeks. No, this is a funny one. I think you'll like this. I need your opinion on a matter of morality. I've got a dilemma. But actually, before I go on, I'll mention Friday's pickups video was supposed to have a part 2. And I tried to upload it twice yesterday, that's being Saturday, no, 3 times on Saturday, and I don't know, it kept going tits up, so that'll have to wait until tomorrow probably. So, my old Avast go away. Yeah, I know, my virus protection is expiring. Okay, right, no, yeah, so part 2 of Friday's pickups will be probably tomorrow, even though it's already recorded. So, now back to the case in hand. It's a situation I've pretty much created for myself. It's a funny one. It'll take a bit of explaining. In the recent pickups video, I had a bit of a moan about an eBay seller overcharging me for postage. And charged me double, and I didn't get any response when I sent them an email, so I just left a neutral feedback, which I feel a bit sort of, I don't feel good doing that, but it's for the greater good, that's what I tell myself. Now, what's happened in the past, I've bought a game and I got charged double. It was, I was charged £3 and this woman spent £1.50, and it didn't bother me that much because it came quickly, and the game was in good condition. But I just mentioned it. I gave her positive feedback and I mentioned it just offhand that she'd charged me double, and she went mental. And I had to add a little bit on after she'd sent me a token refund, because she was going on about if you had a problem, why didn't you just send me an email? Because apparently that's what she's done quite a few times in the past, which would suggest that maybe she was overcharging, and I wasn't the first person to have a problem with that, and maybe she should change her ways. But she's obviously not taken the hint. So ever since then, if I think I've been overcharged for postage, I'll send someone an email. On this occasion, the game was bought. It was Kagero, actually. This is the problem I've got. It was Kagero. I bought it exactly the same time as Eternal Eyes on Tuesday afternoon. It was on Tuesday afternoon. It was about 10 to 5. I waited a week, nothing. Sent the guy an email, got a reply the next day. All I said, the email was saying, it was just a polite, any idea when I can expect to receive my game, mate? Cheers, sort of thing. And the reply was a quite unhelpful, any day now, mate. Sort of, don't know. That could be interpreted as being dismissive or jocular, or but it seemed pretty unhelpful. It's okay. Then I think it was 3 days later, so it would have been 10 days altogether. That was Friday when I got my when I did my pickups video. I got it through, and it was it spent 96p on the postage, but I'd paid £1.99. But slightly different this time is that I'd paid for first class recorded, and he'd sent it just sort of standard packages. I'd not got first class recorded, to put it that way. I like to get what I pay for. But then I checked sort of the time of postage on the label, and he'd actually sent it on the 15th. I'd paid on the 7th, and he'd sent it 8 days later, and not by first class recorded delivery. So that made me think, well, I wasn't going to give him I was just going to ignore it and just not bother giving him any feedback at all, because I don't, like I said, I don't like giving dodgy feedback. But sometimes it's a necessity. So I thought, no, sorry, I'm going to give him a neutral, but I'll at least send him I'll at least check out his feedback first and see how he reacts to neutrals, because I'm a bit spineless when it comes to that sort of thing. What sort of comeback can I expect? And this guy's obviously a bit of an idiot, because he can't let things go, it seems, because he will go as far as leaving you a positive feedback rating just so that he can have his say. He'll leave you a positive, but then leave a negative message. Like, there was two of the most recent pieces of feedback he left. Said, don't sell to this person, they'll leave you unwarranted negatives. This was from 2 different people, so it's obviously a bit of a twat. So I thought, okay, he'd mentioned that these 2 people hadn't left him any sort of email or anything with it before leaving feedback. So I thought, right, I'll send him an email. And about an hour later, after sending the email, I got a reply, and it said, okay, mate. This was my email was just, it was about any chance of a token refund on the difference between what I paid for postage and packaging and what you spent. That was the email. And he sent me a reply saying, okay, mate, £1 should be okay, just as long as you leave me a nice 5-star positive rating. And that's the dilemma. A question of morality. But he did actually leave me feedback as well, positive feedback. So that's there's no chance of him trying the same tricks again as he did with the other people. But no, it's a question of morality. I can get my £1 back, but in that way, it's a token. It's only a token. It's the principle. I'm not bothered about the pound itself. It's the principle of the matter. And so I can get my £1 back, but I have to sell my soul. I have to lie, and I just want people's opinion on what I should do. In some ways, I quite admire the guy. I like his spirit, his fighting spirit. I've been trumped by an evil genius. He sort of flipped it on me, and now he's put this morality, this moral decision in my hands. But at the same time, I'm not going to take his money. I'm just going to be honest and send him a piece of dodgy feedback, and I might even mention this whole sort of bribery case in the feedback. People need to know what sort of person, what sort of twat he is. But no, I have to admire his spirit. But it's a funny one. It's a funny one. I've got no problems with this. At least it's a story to tell. But it makes me think of it's like the World Cup bidding sort of scandal in microcosm. I'm being bribed. You can get your £1 back if you give me a positive feedback. Cheeky bastard. But yeah, I have to admire his spirit. So, what do you think I should do? What do you think I should do? I know pretty much which way I want to go, but if enough people say that I should go the other way, then maybe I might have a change of heart. Maybe I might sell my soul to the devil. But it's nothing not to do with the money. It's the principle. It's the principle. I'm not a miser. I'm not a cheapskate. I'm just principled. There you go, principle. yeah, let me know what you think, and yeah, and then I'll take due course action, if that makes sense. No, thanks for watching, and leave your comments in the box. This is an interesting one, isn't it? See you later.